let's get this bread. So nothing really going on today economically. So we'll move past that. Going on looking at earnings. Today is the 28th. So we got Waste Management, we got Ford, and those are going to be the real kind of big deals for the day. Going on, looking at tomorrow, we got Google, we got Visa, we got AMD, we got McDonald's pre-market, we got Pfizer. I want to say we have SoFi and PayPal too. They're just probably further down this list. So be on the lookout for those. Going on, looking at kind of the charts for the day. Here, let's see. To start off, the VIX gap down. So starting off a little bullish. The SPY, we gapped up. Here, let me turn on an EMA or two. Yeah, we gapped up on the SPY up from 579. We're up $3 in the pre-market. So be on the lookout for that. Looking on the 1 hour chart, we did cross up on the 1 hour chart for with the EMAs. Going on, looking at the Qs, we are pretty much back at all-time highs. So honestly from here, if we can break through this 500 resistance, there may be more room to the upside. It's probably going to come down to earnings, honestly. But right now we are in an uptrend, but we also have a potential, double top. So just be on the lookout for that. Kind of trade with the trend right now. On the 1 hour, we are moving up though. Looking at the 13 EMA. Going on looking at Tesla. Tesla is still moving up. If you look at the 13 EMA on the 1 hour, still moving up. So looking good there. Zooming out, looking at it on the weekly. I may not do it this week, but targeting that $300 level. Going kind of looking at the range it's in, it looks like support is probably around 266 and resistance is around 272. Going on looking at Nvidia, hey, we gapped up from 141.50 to about 142.30. It's going to be the gap fill. But yeah, as of right now, support on Nvidia looks as if it's around this kind of 142 area. And resistance looks as if it's around the kind of 143, maybe 50 area. Going on looking at Meta, they have earnings this week. And yeah, looking at their earnings, or just kind of looking at them, they also gapped up from about 574. So don't be surprised to see any of these gaps get filled. It's just what happens. Right now, I'll call support on Meta kind of this 579 area. Resistance appears to be about 582. Then taking a look at Netflix, they didn't really do much. So we're going to move on. I want to take a look at Bitcoin because it looks like it may be trying to start moving up again right now. Looking on the weekly chart, looks like resistance is going to be about 69,500. Should we kind of get and hold above that, we could do some larger moving. Want to kind of bring it back to Clean Spark just to say it's still kind of following its trend to the downside. So hopefully we get an actual break and we can run out that. And let's see what else we have here. Going on, looking at AMD. AMD has earnings, I believe, on Tuesday. They gapped up from this 156 area, and I would say above like 160, they can run. They may have put in their downside, but ultimately earnings may determine that. So not the worst area to kind of make your position if you think they're going to run for earnings. And Palantir, hey, they're up here at all-time highs. So, hey, looking good. They can definitely break out and go a lot further. If we look at them on the weekly, hey, they're going crazy. They've been respecting this trend line. Ideally, you would enter on a pullback to this trend line if you see it. But yeah, Palantir going crazy, higher than all-time highs, looking great. Apple, we'll just look at them very quickly, very briefly. Looks like we just got across the upside right now. We'll call resistance on Apple 233, support. We'll say this gap fill down at 231. And last but not least, taking a look at SoFi, it almost looks as if we are forming like a head and shoulders or maybe a triple top, something like that. We'll see. They have a gap down, or they gapped up from about 1102. So, feeling that is potentially on the table. Support's going to be about 11.10. Resistance is going to be about 11.25. And yeah, last but not least, taking a look at the Dixie, we did sell off. It is currently buying up, but yeah, we sold off. So that right now things are looking a little bullish for the SPY. Hopefully we keep it up. That's going to do it for the day, family. Let's get this bread.